Again, this is Priscilla in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio. Not quite back in my groove yet, so I want something groovy. Why wouldn't I? And I don't do nearly enough ring pours, and I've got chain and beads and all kinds of other stuff hanging around here. So basically, I'm going to try and remember that the pour spout is on this side, and I'm going to make myself a couple of ring pours, hopefully, with colors I like. And similar configurations, and not worry too much about anything except for getting something that cheers me up. And I think some more, wait, no, I want gold. What do I want next to that? I want something funky, yes. That is the Color Shift from Folk Art Mint Green. It's pretty neat, actually. I like it. And I want to go all the way funky. We'll see what happens. We shall see, we shall see. I may have more colors than I need. I wanted to put some white next to that, that Folk Art neon purple because it does not often dry the light color unless I use it near white. So that's a trick you might want to know. And I did change up the last couple colors, and I could go white or black. Would be a nice catalyst, but I think I'm just going to keep following my instincts and go for whatever happens to inspire me at the moment. And this is that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I like that blue. I'm a little off center, so oh well. Probably have more colors than I need too. I guess we'll find out. I've got a 14 by 14 inch canvas, and I haven't spread any paint on it, and I am kind of considering spreading some paint on it just because I can. Both of my OXO spatulas though are in the paint bucket. Let's see if my ever-present wet rags can help me out. I always keep sweatshirt material or cotton wet rags to wipe off my hands, to wipe off anything. And if you do use a paint bucket for rinsing your tools, if you use tools, put the water in the yard, please. Save yourself some money. Save the plumber a trip. You'll be really happy you did. So I think, because I can, I'm going to use my OXO, available on my Amazon link below the video. Best paint spreading spatula ever, and mostly clean, to spread some paint. I've got some black over here. And I think I'm going to just cheat and use the other side as best I can. See how far that takes me. See, best paint spreading spatula ever. Ha! I need to have the patent for this baby. Omelette turning, referred to when you look for it. Look for the omelette turning. Look for the bright orange. That'll be of assistance, I'm sure. So I have some freezer paper, and since this is going to be a ring pour, I'm thinking that that freezer paper may or may not come in handy. And you know me. I'm going to do what I want. And did again. Back and forth. I like that white, but I don't want it all in one place. I have somewhere, yes. Oh, my paint just dumped over. Bummer. Okay, well, I guess it's a single ring pour. I'm not very happy about that. Oh well. Put that in the middle. I wish there was a way to scrape some of that up. Well, I have a little bit left. Not what I'd call a whole lot, but this is about happy accidents, so let's just go for it. And I'm gonna see what I can do, because I've got that spatula. Okay, so all bets are off. I'm going to wipe the paint off my spatula and use both of my spatulas right now, if I can find the other one. Yep, wipe the paint off that. Here it comes. And some water. I refuse to waste paint. I refuse. Yep, not your regular average ring pour. Oh well, never mind. I have more. And I have a shovel too. Wow. Well, fortunately there's some really pretty colors in there still. And pretty colors will always get you pretty colors. I'm just taking a moment to wipe off all of my cards for a second. And then I'm going to come back in here and put some of that Prussian blue around. And maybe a little more white and maybe some gold in there too. I think so. Let's do the gold where there isn't any paint. Spontaneous and very accidental art. Like, doesn't get more accidental than actually having an accident. I don't think I've ever spilled paint before. Wow. Okay, well maybe I wasn't supposed to be out here today, but here I am anyway. Oh well, never mind. I'm going to take that water off there because I really don't want any water. Alright, so I have edge catchers and I'm going to use one, and there's, ooh, hey, there's one now. Cool pattern, dropped right down onto it through the cracks. Can't beat that, honestly. I think I'll just use what's on the edge of that to go right over. And use my spatula to take the rest of it off. Yeah, this is not suggested curriculum for my students, believe me. I have some more paint in my beautiful containers, and I'm going to use everything I can find because it's the nature of the beast at the moment. I'm just going to call this accidents will happen. And I'm loving my color, my folk art multi-surface neon purple so much that I'm actually thinking it wouldn't hurt me a bit to just throw some of that right in there. And I'm liking everything I'm seeing. So accidents will happen, and never mind about that. Get over it. Get over it or get on with it. Alright, so I said I had an edge catcher. An edge catcher I'm going to have. And this one's got paint on it too. What a surprise. Alright, so that paint right there can just also come right off. And I'm going to use my little Princeton Catalyst Art Tool spatulas. I was going to say cautiously, but evidently not. And I'm going to do not a whole lot of anything. Now that I look at this, I want my tubing out and try and fill in my gaps and see what happens. Because I can, and you can too. I don't know where that black stuff came from. But because I'm moving paint around on the canvas, I guess anything's possible. No, something got, oh, I guess the paint went on this straw too. I'm going to take some of my black, if I can find what I did with my black, there it is, and put it right over the edge now, because I have this black space. And I really thought I was going to tip this, but as you can tell, I'm not tipping it. I might still. It could happen. Anything could happen right now, honest to God. I have some lovely blue paint on my tile, which is a good place for it. Oh, there goes my tipping right now. There goes my finger right now, because I can. You know, I have some beads, and I'm kind of like wondering if maybe I want to try the chain pull Do I want to try the chain pull? What would I do with it if I tried it? Oh, I like those little lines. Well, that's kind of cool. Just makes me want to throw caution to the winds. Not you. Yeah, just do stuff because I can right now. I'm going to dump my paint over, universe. I'm going to play with your paint. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Fast and loose. I like that phrase. I'm not sure that was an improvement. But I'm not minding a bunch of it either. I think that's kind of neat. I think I also want to take, I want some of this. We've got 7 minutes left. I still can play. Yes, that's what I wanted right there. And I kind of want to do it again. Right here. Placement. It's just a new kind of brush. I like that turquoise. I don't really want to mess with it too much. And somebody's going, no, I like that. Don't mess with it. I can hear you. Not really. But I know. I've been on the other side. Ooh, I'm just having fun. Sorry. Hope I don't ruin it. Having fun, and I'm almost done. That sort of rhymes. I think I want to clean my chain off because it's pretty goopy, but this is my first time actually using a chain as opposed to the beads. And it just seems like you can put a little paint wherever you want and then pull it out. And you get a nice effect. It's just I look behind me at what I'm destroying and I cringe a little. Gee, I bet this would be pretty awesome with, oh god, I'm going to say it again, aren't I? Rain-X. Rain-X original formula in the yellow bottle. If you're having trouble making cells and you're willing to change your paint configuration to my recipe, which is Floetrol, mostly, no water. Some people do it differently. There's no guarantee it's going to work unless you use my formula. Well, this was just fun. Fun from a disaster. So, I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm having a really good time. This will not be the last time I do this. It might be the last time I have an accident. Let's hope so. But I can leave my paint thick because I use GAC 800 by the company named Golden. And that allows me to have my paint dry without any cracks. I'm going to pick this up for a moment because I have paint going over the sides and it's the perfect time before it starts to set up to just stick my finger in it. And if I could show you, I would without ruining the painting, but I'm not going to try. But what it will do is fill in the gaps, and there seem to be quite a few of them. And, you know, if you've got a spot like I have over here where there's white, your finger's the perfect tool for just taking advantage for a moment. And it's abstract art. It will blend, for the most part. It might take a little practice to get it right every time, but it's better than trying to have to tip everything that you like that you see away. That is not my thing. I like tipping. Tipping is fun. Tipping is great. It wastes a lot of paint sometimes, and it's not necessarily an improvement over what you have before that happens. So I keep knocking bottles of paint over, but they're not falling anywhere, which is cool. I'm going to look at this for a moment and see if there's maybe the odd thing that I want to add in there, and tell you that if you want to see my wet and dry artworks, there's a link to a Facebook album right at the bottom of the description underneath the video, and I like that orange and I'm going to do it again. Yes, I am. Ha! And we do have some pretty heavy paint, but this was not a conventional pour by any stretch of the imagination. I like to put paint right on my skewer and then just drag it right up through and add a little color. It works most of the time. It might take a little practice. There's plenty of cool stuff going on here, and I know that I could take my medical tubing or a bendy straw and blow through layers of paint and come up with some stuff that's even cooler. But I really like what I have. She said as she messed with it some more. Anyway, so there's Pinterest and Instagram at the bottom of my video description. There's a PayPal and Patreon link if you think you can afford to help my studio stay functioning. I have no other income but this. I'm hoping for a book for Christmas. No guarantees, but we're giving it a shot. It should have questions and answers and links to videos and tool descriptions and all kinds of cool and useful stuff. I really mean it to be as useful as possible, because it's what I would want, and that's how I operate. I do things as I would hope to have them done to me. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not minding what I just did. I do love what the chain did. I don't think I would have ever done all of this like this on purpose. But since we had our little accident, you make the best of what you get. And that's pretty much this. Let's take a torch to it and see what happens. I bet we get a bunch of cells. We torch to get rid of the air bubbles in the paint from shaking the paint. I always shake my paint because I keep it in squeeze bottles, pre-mixed with Floetrol and Gac 800. I don't add any silicone in advance. And when I add silicone, I usually tell you guys. So I'm really pleased with this. And sorry I freaked out earlier. I needed something I really liked, and I really like this. It's fun. It's definitely popping a lot of baby cells. I just as soon try not to cook the paint like I did with my last painting. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting so far. Really appreciate them. I like the communications, and if you guys have questions for me, or if you're in or near Spring Hill and you want to take a class or have a lesson, just let me know and I'll get back to you and hook you up with my email, and we can talk about it and figure out if that's something you really want to do. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again in the next video. I'm going to check my edges one more time and take my photograph and celebrate my first day using chain, which is every bit as much fun as beads, and maybe more so. If I forgot anything, oh, shop my Amazon link. It's no cost to you and helpful to me, anything you'd buy there. So that's right below the video. You can see that, and that's the place to get the OXO omelet turning spatula that I love so much and brag up constantly. And I don't want to do anything else to this. I'm good. I know there might be another minute left, but wowza, cool. I'm so happy you guys joined me, and now you can see the whole painting. Oh my goodness, I should have checked that. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're good to go. I'll see you next time. Priscilla in Spring Hill at Expression Art Studio Gallery in the backyard late in the day.